NASCAR's second division was very different in 2009. Cup drivers, instead of being limited to 5 races, often completed full seasons in the Nationwide Series and fought for a championship. In 2008, 6 of the top 7 point finishers were also competing full-time in the Cup Series. It was looking like more the same in 2009, with almost the entire top 10 points positions being Cup drivers after the first 2 races, and filling all of the top 5 starting spots for the 3rd race at Las Vegas. However, there was a new face taking pole, and his name was Scott Speed. Although Speed was racing full-time in the Cup Series in 2009, this was actually his first ever nationwide start. Just before the video starts, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe so you don't miss an upload. Anyways, let's get right into the video.
Rookie Scott Speed alongside 32-time winner Kevin Harvick bringing him down to the green flag.
Speed led the field to green, but after the first 2 laps was pretty easily passed by Kevin Harvick.
And he really thinks that this is going to be the weekend. He's tired of hearing about when are you going to win that first race for your team. He thinks this might be it.
It was obvious that Speed was lacking a lot of speed, and he started dropping back quickly. Just after Denny Hamlin got around Speed for second, this happened.
Speed very good today, but a tight race car. As you see, he's getting passed yet again.
Whoa.
And now Denny Hamlin out of control, guys.
Spin in front of you, spin in front of you, stay up high. Straighten the wheel up, straighten the wheel up.
He does a complete 360.
Mike
Here's
Bliss
Bliss.
spinning behind. I didn't see it, but I would say Bliss probably was slowing down and got hit from behind there.
Weirdly, Hamlin just spun it off of turn 4, almost collecting several liters. Luckily, everyone did a great job avoiding him. However, trying to avoid the crash, Brad Keselowski and Mike Bliss made contact, leaving both with damage. Just a few laps after the restart, Brad's bad day got worse.
Bye.
Well, there. Stay up high, Brad. You got one coming there, one coming there. Caution's out. Slow down there. I'll get you down here. You're slowing way down.
Now this is the problem when you think a tire rub's going to go away, they hardly ever do. And they had a rub and it cut that left front tire down.
After reporting a tire rub, the tire finally let go. Brad's 2009 season was off to a horrible start, finishing 22nd at Daytona, 27th at Fontana, and would ultimately finish 27th at Las Vegas after going behind the wall for nearly 50 laps. Kevin Harvick led the field back to green on lap 21 and was quickly challenged by Kyle Busch. However, things were over just as fast for Kyle.
Kyle Busch trying to make a pass for the lead. Let's see if Kevin Harvick holds him off on that outside. I believe he'll be able to do that. Oh, Kyle Busch loses it.
Spins right up in front of Scott Speed, who hammers him hard.
All right, it's killed.
Brendan Gaughan spinning. Justin Allgaier down pit road, the rookie, avoiding the crash.
That was almost what we saw Denny Hamlin do. That car just snapped around.
Just like Denny Hamlin, Busch lost his car off of the exit of turn 4. Scott Speed hit Kyle's car head-to-head, taking them both out of the race. It was very unfortunate for both, but the Las Vegas native had terrible luck at his home track considering his record in the Nationwide Series. In 5 previous starts there, Busch only had 1 top 10 finish. The red flag was displayed for just a few minutes, but it quickly went back to green. The action hadn't stopped since the drop of the green flag, and the early cautions weren't over yet.
Caution is out. Back it down.
Scramble of cars in turn 4, the 09. John West Townley has had contact with the concrete, does not get hit by other cars, fortunately, as they went above and below him, but we have caution now for the 4th time.
For the 3rd time of the day, a driver lost control in turn 4. This time, it was John West Townley. 17 of the first 32 laps were run under caution, so the drivers didn't have much wear on their tires, but most of the leaders still opted to come to the pits for fuel only. This cycled Mike Bliss to the lead, who was in the first incident of the day. The back half of the field stayed out, and this made for an exciting restart as there were a lot of slow cars ahead of the fastest drivers on track. Bliss managed to stay out front for almost 20 laps, but eventually had to pit and Carl Edwards took the lead. The green flag was out until about 1/3 distance when the 5th yellow came out for Scott Gaylord.
Caution's out. Got to spin down the back. Caution's out.
Yeah, we got a car spinning the wall here.
Caution number 5, and here's Stephen Wallace spinning as well.
Looked like that was Scott Gaylord that had been in the wall. Now Stephen Wallace got some damage to his right front.
At the same time, Stephen Wallace spun out after contact with Dale Earnhardt Jr. If you thought the race was about to settle, then you are completely wrong. After an 11-lap green flag run, Mike Bliss brought out another yellow after he had his second flat tire of the day.
Once again, caution.
Turn two. One car got the wall. Keep it there. Slow it right down.
Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, and Justin Allgaier had an epic battle on the restart, but was unfortunately interrupted by yet another caution.
And a quarter mile.
Oh, trouble. One of our rookies around, Michael Annette, and here's another car going into wall zero.
Left rear. That's not his fault at all.
Robert Richardson. Got some heavy damage to the left side of this car.
This might have been a chain reaction because the 15 car was already up in the wall. There is Michael Annette.
Robert Richardson Jr. and Michael Annette both had huge hits on the driver's side door with the outside wall, and were both luckily okay.
The only thing that I think back is to what Brad Keselowski said earlier about when you let out of the gas with these cars, at rear end unlocks. You know, that's why these guys a lot of times won't come all the way out of the throttle because of what it allows the rear end to do there.
On the restart, rookie Justin Allgaier made an impressive move to take the lead of the race. However, the theme continued. Another restart, another quick caution, but this time it involved one of the leaders.
Man, he gets it done too, clear.
Wow.
Out of turn two, it's the rookie leading at Las Vegas. And tire down on the 60 car.
Yeah, with left rear tire down, he must have run over some debris over that last caution.
Man, we've had it. All of these cautions, we've had so much debris. Oh, Carl Edwards spins out there.
He just couldn't hold on to it.
Edwards' tire went down and may have purposely spun himself to bring out the yellow. Intentional or not, the caution was out already for the 8th time just past halfway. Greg Biffle had just taken the lead for the first time all day as well. Luckily, the race was finally about to settle. Well, not really.
Side 12 outside. Clear. Back up to the bottom. Come on.
Troubled. A couple of the contenders, Burton and Harvick, involved in a crash, and now others swept into it. There's Stephen Wallace spinning.
Just like we saw early in the race, this 29 car just turned around right in front of traffic. Stephen Wallace involved, a lot of cars involved in this.
The biggest crash of the day included 6 drivers, including Kevin Harvick, who led over 40 laps. 4 drivers were added to the collection in the garage area, bringing the total to 16 cars behind the wall. Barrett, Harvick, and Wallace all rejoined the race about 60 to 70 laps later.
Burton, and here's the chain reaction behind these cars spinning. There's the contact, 61.07 of David Green, Stephen Wallace.
Morgan Shepherd does a great job to miss this, and you see a ton of cars involved.
Eric McClure, nice job going down pit road to avoid.
The big one finally settled the field for quite a while, leading to a 60-lap green flag run. The run came to an end for David Reagan. Reagan was extending his stint and trying to catch a caution, but ended up loose and crashing all by himself.
Too much to keep up with, but
you deserve a lot better.
The pit stops did cycle out right there, all the green flag stops. Greg Biffle's now the leader. That's too bad for David Reagan. He's got some heavy damage on this car.
That car just gets loose.
It's like we've seen other cars do today, right through that corner.
That's a hard hit. David was able to drive away from there.
That's too bad. He'd driven himself right up to the front and worked hard all day to get there.
Greg Biffle shot out of a cannon on the restart, and no one was able to get close to him. Behind him, Michael McDowell and Scott Lagasse Jr. were having great runs well inside the top 10. The next caution came out with 22 to go when Jason Keller got loose by himself on the exit of turn 2 and was not able to gather it and slammed into the inside wall, ending his day.
But it all looked like the letters were rubbed off the tire.
Oh, trouble on the backstretch.
Jason Keller sideways, heads across, spins it around.
On the brake.
And he will hit the safer barrier on the inside, bringing out caution number 11.
Keller is always overlooked in NASCAR, but was a very competitive driver, finishing second in nationwide points in 2000 and 2002. He never really got a fair shot in the Cup Series, but he racked up 10 wins in his 20-year career. Biffle got out to another huge lead. This race seemed pretty much over with a couple battles inside the top 10 with 5 to go. Denny Hamlin got into the outside wall on his own and created a tire rub. Eventually, the tire let go in the worst possible place, bringing out the 12th and final caution.
Denny Hamlin's been against the wall.
Right front tire is rubbing. It is rubbing.
It's rubbing pretty good. He's had some major contact. Oh, big crash.
Right up in front of Bliss, and Bliss just pops it.
We just blew it. He got run into. We're in the wall. We're on fire. Need to get out, Denny. Go ahead, jump out. It is on fire.
You see one of the rear springs stuck in the nose. I don't know if that's his rear spring.
I would say that's
Or
where
Bliss.
ran up in the back of it and drove it up, knocked it out of there.
Mike Bliss had nowhere to go and was trying desperately to recover a top 10 after a dreadful day, but was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. The 2009 season ended up being Bliss's best in NASCAR, with 1 win, 7 top 5s, 15 top 10s, and a 5th place points finish.
Edwards. Biffle was in the gas, but Jason Leffler did a good job.
Jason Leffler's
He's out of gas.
It'll pick up.
It'll pick back up. Just keep digging the best you can. It'll pick up. Still outside.
That opened the door for Edwards. Here he comes. He's on the bumper. He's there.
Right in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. He goes high,
the
goes
inside.
low.
He's going to have to hold it right here. This is where the car can get really loose. Here comes Biffle on the outside.
He's going to squeeze him down there.
Teammates, they almost come together. White flag this time by.
Ultimately, it was Biffle who crossed the checkered flag first after a great battle with Carl Edwards. There were 12 cautions in the race with an average green flag run of 11.5 laps. Considering there were green flag runs of 60 and 35 laps, there was virtually no green flag racing other than these 2 stints. Michael McDowell and Scott Lagasse Jr. both scored their first career top 10s in the Nationwide Series, and so did Las Vegas native Brandon Gaughan, who had quite an eventful day. Morgan Shepherd finished 13th and has not topped that finish in his last 150 plus nationwide starts. Anyways guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you are new so you never miss a video. Anyways guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.